It's so good to see you. Right, so I hope you've got your hand towel with you. You might need that for a bit of support and whilst we're stretching. So let's begin on all fours. So come round onto all fours. Right. I know we always start with this, but it's a really good starting point. So I've got my hands in a fist. You can have them on your palms if you prefer. Let's begin with our cat stretch, okay? So tuck your tailbone under, arch all the way up through your spine, draw your chin into your chest gently and breathe into your back. Well done. Breathing out, coming down into a flat back. Dipping into the dog, sticking your tailbone up and looking up. Breathe in. Beautiful. Let's do this again, okay? Do it with your eyes closed. And when you breathe in the cat stretch here, can you feel it in your back, your rib cage, your shoulder blades spread out as you take that deep breath? Well done. Coming down into a flat back. Now dipping into the dog when we look up and take our breath in. Feel it in your rib cage, in your chest. Open, expand. And flat back. Perfect. Wagging of the dog tail, hitch one hip up into your waist. Other side. This is to get in and around the lower back. Initially here, I'm just keeping my rib cage fixed. But then let's try adding a bit of movement here, okay? So if I hitch my hip up into my waist on my left side, I'm going to draw my left shoulder down as well into the waist. Try the other side. Are you happy to draw down your shoulder as well? Or do you like to keep yourself fixed in the upper back? You decide. It's all a question of how we feel right now. Well done. Good. Puppy pose. Let's slide those hands away. Out in front here, drop your chest down, stick your bottom up. You don't have to get your chest to the floor, but you can feel it in your shoulders and your upper back, really helping with our posture here. Stay here if you can and breathe. Relax. Knees, all right? You're on your knees, so if you need some padding, this is when the hand towels come in handy. We're just going to sit down onto our heels here into a prayer pose, but we're going to keep our knees together. So as we try and drop our head down, we get that lovely stretch all the way up through the spine. Then we're going to take the knees out wider and we can get the chest right down. So you now feel that the stretch is gone from the upper back. It's not really there in the mid back. It's sitting a lot lower in your lower back area. Well done. Okay? Now when you're ready, up you come. And at any time in this session, okay, if you get yourself into a really good stretch, you just stay there. You don't have to move with me. You can just think, no, I'm just going to hold this and enjoy it, okay? The whole point is for us to feel better for doing it. So let's have sitting on the floor here, and I'm going to begin with legs bent. Now you can sit on your rolled hand towel to get your bottom up higher if you want to, but I'm thinking hands by our sides here, okay? And I'm going to vary the leg position once we get going. So right arm goes up, breathe in, so stretch up like I'm standing behind you and I'm trying to pull you up off the floor from your hand, okay? And then reach across. Feel the length in your arm. Allow it to run all the way down the arm, shoulder, down the side of your torso, and maybe it sits down in your lower back and hip. Coming up. Breathe in, arm goes up, other arm. That's it. Breathe out, reach across. It's a lovely way to get right down into the sides of our lower back. So we're going to keep it slow, all right? And remember, you can hold a stretch. You don't have to keep moving. And if you feel you've got one side that's significantly tighter than the other, then give that tight side a bit more time. But I'm going to keep this going slow with the arms, but I'm going to change the legs. Look, I'm going to try and just extend them down on the floor. Then I'm going to flex the feet, so the toes, you're pulling them towards you. Can you feel your calf muscles kick in? Well done. Keep this arm movement slow. We'd have a tendency to get faster and faster, so let's just keep it calm. And the final option with the legs is to take them out wider. You choose, okay? You can still be sitting on a rolled hand towel. You decide. Doesn't matter if you can't get your legs straight, okay? Breathing slow. Wow, well done. One more, okay? Arm goes up, breath in. Breathe out, stretch. Very good, lovely way to warm up so much of the body here. Now, wherever your legs are, okay, they don't have to be here, they can be here. Can you pop your hands on the floor here? All right, I'm going to go back to this position. I've got my feet flexed as well because I like that calf stretch. Take a breath in, pull up with your spine. Maybe it's just fingertips on the floor. Breathe out. Now, keep your spine straight, keep your chest up, but just come forwards a little bit. Okay, just stay there. Let me show you from the side. Look. So I'm not slouching. That's not cheating, slouching, but that's just a different type of stretch. I'm keeping the back straight. So I'm going to try and come from those hips. And maybe you can feel it in your back, your hips, inner thighs, hamstrings. Okay? You might find you can't do this comfortably. You have to have your legs bent. That's cool. That's all right. Let's take a breath in. I'm going to try and get down a bit lower, but still trying to hinge from the hips and keep my back straight. So I'm just going to come down a bit closer with my chest. Now for me, I feel absolutely fine in the back. But the inner thighs and the hamstrings are feeling a tad tight. But I reckon I can bend my elbows and get them to lightly touch the floor. Some of you will be able to do that, no issues at all, and some of you won't. So, you know, it's your stretch. That's what I really want to try and get into our mindset here, is that we're stretching our body with what we've got today. I tell you what we can all do here, though, is we can relax with our jaw. Are you gripping with your teeth? Relax the jaw. And let's all just take a calm, slow, deep breath in. And breathe out. Beautiful. So, wherever you are in this stretch, walk your hands in. Up to seated. Hands behind the back of your knees and draw your legs in. Well done. We're going to wrap our hands around the front of our legs here, and we're going to give ourselves a hug. So squeeze tight, drop your head down. Maybe you can feel it across your shoulder blades, in your neck. Just stay here. Lovely curved spine. Breathing gently, well done. Wonderful. Remember, you don't have to do it all. You can stop and start. And you can let me know at the end of the session how things went for you. Okay? So from here, can you come round onto all fours for me? All right. Now, I'll tell you what, if I face you, with your right hand, we're going to slide it out in front, and then we're going to pick it up. And then, this is tight, all the way up behind. That's a big range of movement there for the shoulder. And bring it back down, touch the floor. And then we're going to reverse it back. All right, now I'm going to add in some variations here. If it's difficult for your supporting wrist, put your hands in a fist. And you don't have to do a straight arm, all right? If you bend your arm and lead with your elbow, you can circle round and then circle back round. So that might be more achievable for where your shoulder is at the moment today. Let's do the other arm. Are you straight, or are you leading with your fingers, or are you leading with your elbow? Maybe you've got one side better than the other. Lots of shoulder pain going on. It's tricky, isn't it? All right. One more time. Breathe. Breathing in. Breathe out. Beautiful. That's good. Reverse it back. Breath in. And breath out. Well done. Now take your right leg out to the side. We've kind of done this sort of thing before. Can you get the sole of your foot on the floor? Sink back slowly, just a bit. So we're bending this knee, sitting back until you can feel that inner thigh stretch. That seated stuff we were doing just a moment ago. This is back into those inner thighs again. Come back up. Reverse back again, just a smidge, just to that point. Lovely. And come back up. Right, now, sit back into that inner thigh stretch for me, please. Stay there. We're going to do a thread through, and we're going to do the easier option first, okay? So I've got my right leg out, so it's my left arm I'm going to lead with. It's got to be the opposite arm. Thread behind. Twist. Drop your head and shoulder down. You can use your rolled hand towel here to rest your head on if you want to. You choose. If you want to go deeper, if that's easy, that's comfortable, then do the same arm, same leg like this. It's going to give you a lot more resistance in your torso, and it's going to stretch deeper into your inner thigh. You choose which stage you're going to do, and just stick with it and breathe. Well done. Excellent. All right, up you come, up, up, up. Well done. Bring that leg in. That you could probably feel that leg feels significantly longer than the other one. So let's do the other sides, okay? Left leg out. Sole of the foot on the floor. If you can. If you're on the inside of your foot, that's fine, but we're just kind of aiming to get the foot down. We're just going to do the inner thigh first, okay? So we're going to sit back a little bit. So we're bending this supporting knee. We're moving from the hip. We're pushing back, not far. And coming back up again, breathe in. Well done. And again, breathe out, sinking back. Calm and steady. You're doing really well. You can have your hands in a fist, remember? That's good. One more time. And another option, instead of being on your hands, you can do this down on your forearms if you prefer. All right? So, we're going to sink back and stay there. Now remember, we've got 2 layers of this thread through, so we'll start gentle. If we've got the left leg out, it's the opposite arm, right arm, okay? It's going to thread behind your left. Let's take a breath in. Twist, turn in your torso. Now as you breathe out, can you get your head and the side of your shoulder down on the floor? All right, just stay there. You don't have to add in the twist. You could be quite happy working with your inner thigh stretch. All right, now stay there, unless you're thinking, I can go deeper. So we change arms, so it's same arm, same leg. Twist. You probably find you can't get down on the side of your head quite so easy, but you choose, okay? You keep going. I'm just thinking, like Julie, you might find that, well, you're going to find that probably impossible and unstable for your neck. So you could just be working on this one. Very good. All right, and any of you, you let me know after the session, before a session starts. Not too late, Give me like a good half-hour notice of things that might be bothering you, and I can bear that in mind whilst we're working. Usually about 5 minutes before the session's about to start, I'm busy faffing about with trying to get the camera to work or getting my microphones to connect. So well done. Up you come. Bring your leg in. Oh, well, those legs must feel longer. Well done. Okay, let's do our cat stretch. Arch up, breath in. And breathe out, coming down. Dip into the dog. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, flat back. Wagging of the dog tail, hitching your hip up. Wow. Other side, things moving. Waking up, lovely. Puppy pose, slide away, chest down, bottom up, breath in. Breathe out, prayer pose, keeping your legs together, head down. Knees out wide, sink your chest down into the floor, relax with your jaw. Wow, absolutely wonderful everyone. Sitting yourself up. Let's come and lay down on our back, and we'll just finish with ourselves laying on the floor, okay? You might want your hand towel to support the back of your neck. See how you get on, all right? So we're laying down. We're going to spread our arms out. Our legs are bent on the floor, and just let your knees sway, all right? Well done. Now, can you lower both knees down to your right side, but keep your chest open and turn your head to the left. Come gently back through the middle with your knees and your head. Breathe in. Breathe out, lower your knees down to the left, head rolls off to the right. You don't have to drop your legs all the way down, you choose. Coming slowly back up. There's a little bit of strength needed there, isn't there? Let's do this once more on each side. Breath out. Drop your legs as far as you want to. Don't let me push you further than you need to be. Breathe in, coming back. And one more time to the other side. Breathe out. Now, if you want to this morning, you just carry on with that, all right? If you've got a particular tight side, stay there, stretch it out. Otherwise, roll over onto one side. Bring your knees up a little closer. We're going to do book stretch, okay? So you might want your rolled hand towel here to support your head, unless you're happy with it tipped down like this. Your top arm goes up, breathe in. Follow your hand with your eyes. Breathe out. Open the arm right out and a twist in your waist. Open the chest. Arms out on the floor. Long arms. Think of it like your wingspan. Stay here and breathe. Well done. Now, some of us find this a real stress stretch because it can feel incredibly tight across the top of the hip here and across the lower back. So all you have to do is let your top knee lift or drop your knees down a bit more, just fidget, find your spot. You look amazing. It's tight in the chest as well, but we've done some lovely shoulder work this morning. We're going to stay out with the arms, but we're going to bring the knees to the middle, so roll over onto your back. Now I'm going to turn away from you. I'm going to lower my knees down to the left side. I'm going to bring this right arm up because I want us to roll over onto this side. Bring your knees up a little closer if you want to. Breathe in. And we're going to do our book stretch here. We're going to breathe out. So I'm coming to face you. We're opening the arm, opening the chest. and hold it there. Tight one, eh? Have you got one side tighter than the other? Sometimes we do. We've got very much one dominant arm. Well done. Stay here for as long as you like, all right? Otherwise, we're just going to bring those legs back into the middle. And you can let your knees sway here. There we go. Well done. So give me your feedback, let me know, because I call this a gentle stretch, but it really is dependent on what's working in our body, isn't it? And I try and sort of like work all the way around the body to cover as many points as possible. So we were into the hips, the lower back, the inner thighs. We got into the shoulders, the chest, and the upper back as well. So I thought you were amazing. Well done. Okay, that's it really. Roll over onto your side when you're ready and sit yourself up. Beautiful, beautiful work. Okay, so you can either respond to me now, if you're with me now live with tick, 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 through the message bar, or if you've watched the recordings, respond to me on my website. Okay, I've got lots of information on there. Oh, I've started a lovely blog, which is just about, the blog this week was I'm wearing the wrong leggings again. So have a look on my website. There's lots of stuff. There's also my Spotify playlist that I listen to. If you've got a Spotify account, you can link into my playlist and listen to some beautiful music and let me know what your favourite one is. Okay, so my website is bellepilates.co.uk. Well done, everyone. Thank you for spending the session with me. Have a great day. Goodbye.